OnslaughtRadio.com. Backstage at Bloodstock.
This is Onslaught Radio. I'm Natalie and I'm backstage at Bloodstock Festival where I'm talking to
Mr. Marko Hietala from Taro.
Awesome. And obviously you're here at Bloodstock.
Yep.
How's it been going so far?
So far it's been quite a hectic thing because, well, in Finland we traveled by car, then by plane, then we got here, traveled by car. Half an hour before the show you set up the thing and do a show. Almost immediately after that you do a signing session and then a bunch of interviews. So it's been slightly hectic, but I still got a time to have an occasional coffee and a cigarette.
And how did your set go?
I think it went down pretty well. Of course, it would have been nice if you get a little bit more like concentration before you do that, but that's the usual festival thing. You're always in a hurry. But yeah, I was pleased with how the crowd took us and how much they knew about the songs and everything. So, yeah.
Do you tend to find that there's quite a big difference between sort of your UK fans and your fans back home?
Not that much, really. I mean, you get these heavy metal festivals, a bunch of black-clad people, and they're usually pretty much drunk. Maybe Finnish people are a little bit more drunk.
And the band...
Hey, it might be the time of the day. After all, we played after 1 o'clock, so these people haven't had time to get really wasted.
That's not an excuse. Not an excuse at all.
Yeah, they should get wasted.
And the band's been around for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And you've got a very stable lineup. You guys have achieved a hell of a lot of amazing stuff. What would you say so far has been a highlight for you?
Oh man, that's a hard one. Because there are kind of different highlights in different places of the career. Of course, you always remember fondly doing the first album and getting into a professional studio for the first time. And then there's been great shows. Some of the albums are really... Well, I think that at these days, I'm pretty much satisfied with the whole thing, how it's been going after 2000 and everything. We've done a few really good studio albums, re-recording of the first one for its quarter of a century anniversary and all that. And the constant thing, which I'm really pleased about, is the chemistry of the band. It's a bunch of low-humored, black-humored weirdos with all kinds of different interests and anything, but still, when you put the bunch of the guys together, you get this sense of a real rock and roll band playing live and having fun together, and even the traveling can be fun with those guys. I've seen and heard some really strange things. Sometimes partook with them.
I mean, that was one thing I was going to ask you about, is many bands don't manage to last this long without a lot of lineup changes, and you guys have been very stable over the years. Would you say that that's due to the kind of atmosphere and the kind of feeling you have for your other band members?
Yeah, it's the personal chemistry, definitely. That's the whole secret, so to speak. Because, well, we just get along really well. And of course, there's been, with this much years behind you, there's been rows occasionally and all that, but sometimes we just get together and it seems to be good for us. And, well, I don't know if it's good for us, but anyway, it's good for the head. Maybe not even for that one either.
And you released a live DVD back in 2008. How did the idea come about? And were you very happy with the outcome?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of an anniversary show again, because it was one of those first places that we played, like, what was it, 25 years back when we played there, 2007. We were just young dudes starting out with a band, and we shot it at the same place, still exists and has a venue. And, well, live DVD, well, it's not just something too far-fetched to come into a mind when you're playing in a band. It just came out, okay, we got time to do this, we got people to do it, and producer and everything, so let's go for it.
Does that tend to put a little bit more pressure on, knowing that it is being filmed for a live DVD, or do you just go out and you just enjoy it like you would any other gig?
Yeah, pretty much, because, well, if you start to think about, okay, they're filming this one, they're recording this one, and it's going to screw up your mental state about the whole thing, so you just got to be figuring out that just kick ass as usual. If it sounds good, then it's good. If it's not good, we'll scrap the whole shit.
And what have you guys got planned for the rest of this year now?
We still got one festival show back in Finland and after that, about a month, that we recuperate and put the PlayStation on or something. After that, we're going to be touring with Pain for 4 weeks in Europe and supporting them. I think that's going to be a good tour as well. There's going to be definitely some personal chemistry there as well.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much for talking to Onslaught Radio.
Okay, thank you.